Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
I'm here with Jason Schmelzer. Man, I saw him fight the last K4, and he put his man, Zach Eubank, to sleep. We had two fights back-to-back where our opponents went to sleep. I thought they might shut down the show. So, thankfully, you didn't shut down the show, but you sure shut down Zach, man. How you feeling tonight?
Feel good, man. Feeling ready.
I'm glad I got you on. Sometimes it's hard to catch you guys. Like, it's awesome you got Facebook, like us old fossils, so I was able to get a hold of you. And, man, I'm glad to get you on.
Thanks, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you. So, your last fight, you fought Zach, first fight in K4. What got you into K4 and what got you into fighting?
Oh, I was just watching UFC. Just kind of fell in love with it. It's pretty cool. So I wrestled in high school, and then after, it wasn't really college level, so I decided just get in MMA. Found a gym, and just been training ever since.
Man, you don't like watching you fight. You don't fight like a wrestler, dude. You fight like a good jiu-jitsu guy. Like your top game's like a top game jiu-jitsu guy. You don't have that like wide wrestler base. Like your takedowns are good, but like when you go on the floor too, on the bottom, like everything you move like a really solid no-gi jiu-jitsu guy. You don't move like a wrestler. I was a little bit surprised to say that you had a high school wrestling background. I like to hear that.
Yeah, well, I do. I still, obviously, I train jiu-jitsu, and I go to my jiu-jitsu classes, so looks like it's paying out.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely paying out. Like, you don't have any of the wrestler mistakes that wrestlers have coming in. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 19 right now. I just turned 19 kind of in like August.
Yeah, so like you're right out of wrestling, really. Like 1 year out, 1.5 years out. So,
Yeah.
man, that you don't have any of the bad habits that wrestlers have. That's pretty amazing at this point in your career. Man, that's awesome. It's really
Thanks,
cool.
man. I appreciate it.
I love to do these podcasts because I learn so much about you guys. I didn't get to see too much of your striking. How's your striking?
Oh, we're working on it. We're getting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. I wanted to strike more in my last fight, but unfortunately, hey, the fight went the way it went. So
Yeah. I'm never saying unfortunately for getting a dominant submission win, man. That was awesome. I really thought at that point you were going to end up with submission of the night. And then
so did I.
Yeah. I was like, hey, hang on, man, I'm gonna get you. And then like the very next fight, Barker Herder went out to sleep too. Like that was crazy.
Yeah. I think mine was a little quicker, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, so like now that I have you on here and I can talk face to face with you, I don't want to offend your opponent, but like the level of win was a factor into giving out submission tonight. Like your submission was faster and it was a little bit cleaner. Well, actually, it wasn't faster. It was cleaner though. It was definitely
Who was the other one?
definitely a better rear. What's that?
How fast was the other one?
Like I think 22 seconds, 26 seconds.
All right.
It was like he went into the cage, got guillotined right against the cage, right off the first exchange.
I don't even think I saw it, but
yeah, like probably by the time he got in the back, the fight was over.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was literally the very next fight after yours. And I tapped you on the shoulder. Anyways, your opponent, Zach, no offense to him, like his jiu-jitsu and wrestling was not at a level that Barker Herder's is. And for Barker Herder to go to sleep in like 20-something seconds, like I had to give it to that other kid, man. Like
Yeah,
that's tough.
it is. All right.
Yeah. No, dude, that was quick, dude. That was quick.
Yeah.
So where are you training at and what got you into your gym?
I train at Synthesis Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and
Yeah, I see the sweater on, but like I can't really read it. So yeah, so now the fans can see it too. I know what your hoodies look like, but I just see the top, so I want to make sure that all the fans know and we give your gym a shout out.
Synthesis, best gym in Rochester.
Why are you guys so tough? Every one of you guys can grapple like a motherfucker.
Well, I mean, you look at the people we train with, and I mean that kind of speaks for itself in that factor. So train with some really high level people, So I mean, my coach John Piersma. I mean, We got a Relvis, people like Relvis Hernandez, who's another pro. I go and train at Bones Gym out in Leroy as well too. Jacob
Yeah.
Bone and Jake Hicksonbaugh. So, and we got a killer amateur group too at Synthesis. So you ride out for that too. We got more people.
You guys are legit. Do you guys have do you have to make the team somehow? Is there like a certain level of grappling you have to have to fight? I've never seen a Synthesis guy that wasn't like dominant on the floor.
No, I mean we all just train hard. We all love the sport just as much as the next person. So
I would say it's more
there's no
than
tryout or anything. I mean if you're
That's kind of what I was getting at because every now even the good gyms, every now and then you have somebody that's like trying to be in the gym but they're really not that good. They end up getting in a show and they get dominated. Like I've never seen a Synthesis guy look bad on the floor or really on the feet. Like it's a really really impressive gym.
I mean we train our asses off.
I
It's
love
pretty
it.
much
What's it like training with Piersma?
Oh, dude, it's awesome. He's good. He's really
Yeah,
good. He's got a fight too on the 27th, same day as me. Unfortunately, he won't be in my corner, but
yeah,
he's got his own thing.
yeah, dude. He's a phenomenal athlete. Anyone that doesn't know, man, he's another local treasure that not too many people talk about. Like a lot of these guys, like Pat Mix and Solomon Renfro, and like all these guys that are coming out of the area of Buffalo are getting a lot of hype. But Piersma is another guy that him and Jacob Bone. Really, I'm trying to get Jacob Bone on here too. Like I trained with Jake a bunch of times too, man. That dude is a badass guy too for being so small.
Yeah,
Like at 45, dude, he's strong as shit. Like I love him to death, man. He's a good guy too.
absolutely. Yeah. Two killers. I get to train with them both, so I can't complain.
I know that's such good training for you. What are you looking to do in the sport of MMA?
Well, right now I'm looking to dominate in the amateur scene, get my experience in before I eventually go pro, but time will tell. So
I like how different you are now that we're live. When we were in the green room right before, he was all smiling and laughing, and we were like all loose. And now he's like,
hey, it's my
"Yeah,
first time, man.
I'm gonna smash him."
Smash.
You
Yeah,
got like the Habib going on.
smash. It's the goal.
Yeah. What do you know about your opponent Max Dorn or Max Pon as
Well,
he's going now?
I mean, I watched a little bit of film on him, but it's more kickboxing fights that I could find at least, and
Hmm.
he hasn't fought in a while. So, I mean, that's really all. That's really all I know about him. I did watch a little bit of the last podcast he had with him.
Yeah, cool.
Seems I don't know. Seems like someone who's ready to fight. I am
Yeah,
too.
I'll say this, he's gonna come in with a lot of heart. I don't know, like when you talk to a guy in the car, like sometimes you're like, man, there's a lot of questions you want to ask him, and his earbuds were coming in and out. I just wanted to know a little bit more about how his grappling training is going down there because I know that you guys are going to end up in exchanges and they're going to be on the floor. So I wanted to see where his jujitsu's at because I know his striking. His striking's going to be good, dude. He's been like on his feet since like 13 fighting Muay Thai, and his striking is going to be okay, but he's a 25er, so like the punches are light. It's hard to get knockouts at 25, and it always ends up on the floor.
See.
Yeah, if you get knocked out tonight, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, I know I could do it. So
Yeah, I believe it. What do you walk around at?
I'm probably around like 43. 43. So
Yeah,
I don't really got to cut that much weight.
yeah. So he said he's walking around right on weight, so he doesn't even need to cut at all. So, like that's
Oh,
yeah. You guys are like gonna almost look like probably different weight classes when you guys are in there together.
yeah. I've been told I'm pretty big for 25, so I guess we'll see. We'll see on the
Yeah.
27th.
Dude, you look like a mid-sized to big 35er when I seen you in a cage. Like you're pretty big, dude. You're thick I mean, you're not thick for like 200 pounds, but you're thick for a 2,500. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it definitely helps in the grappling exchanges for sure. But it's just training all the time. Just kind of puts a little bit more beef on you.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think, like, since he doesn't really cut any weight at all, do you think that gives him a cardio advantage, or do you think it gives you the cardio advantage because you have to train really hard to get your weight down and keep your weight down? Or do you think it doesn't even matter because you train so hard in the gym, like your cardio's not going to be a problem?
I mean, honestly, I really don't think it's a problem, but you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for 3 minute rounds. I mean, we spar at 5 minute rounds at Synthesis, so do quite a few of those. So I'm ready for those threes.
So I have a question as a coach. So I have my own gym and I coach a lot too.
Yeah.
And I don't have any pro. Well, I have one pro, but he's not really at my gym. He only comes when he trains. We do fives. But I train for we train. We do 3 minute rounds. We just do more rounds, so we're used to that time. Do you feel like the rounds are really short when you're in a cage since you're primarily training 5 minute rounds, or do you adjust to the speed of the round because the time's faster?
I mean, having 3 minute rounds, you gotta be a little more active
Yeah.
and quicker, higher pace. 5 minutes, you can kind of find your rhythm. But I like in the 3 minute rounds. I mean, I I can throw on those. I can throw at a high pace, high what's the word? High count throw. I don't know.
Like high volume, like you can
Yeah,
be
high
like
volume. Thank you.
have lots of volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are tough, right? Like the first time you do them, you're like, oh man, what's that word? And then
Yeah,
once you
I
relax,
kinda get
dude,
stuck
and
a
you
little
get
bit.
real smooth, it's really easy to talk. The words just like fall out of your mouth.
Yeah.
How can you break down like not like a regular week of training, but a week of training at fight camp? Like how often you train, what kind of training you're doing, like how you
Oh,
manage life and work balance too.
well, I train full time right now. I just kind of let go of my last job. So lately it's been, I mean, it's kind of like my second week off of work, but I train every day.
Hmm.
I would go to work, 7 to 3:30, head over to the gym, train until, countless hours, however long training is. Go home, rest, eat, just do the same thing over and over again. But now it's been, I'm hitting these morning sessions as well as the afternoon sessions too, so I get time to, recover throughout sessions. And it's, I feel like that's definitely gonna help me.
So you're doing 2 days now, like five
Yeah.
days a week, 7 days a week. You take a day off.
I mean, I'll take a day off here and there, but
Okay.
really depends on just I enjoy training.
Hmm.
That's the thing. When I miss training, I feel shitty, and then it makes me just more hungry, to go train more. So days off, I don't know, it just kind of depends.
Depends how like beat up you are, or like if
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
something going
My
on, or
body's feeling.
yeah. So you listen to your body. Do you like use any kind of heart rate monitor to know when you're like, oh, I should rest today. Like, my heartbeat's, I'm not recovering well, or do you
Uh,
just like go by feel?
well, like an Apple Watch or something like that.
Yeah, like a Whoop strap or a Apple Watch or Fitbit, any of the stuff like that.
I actually don't have one of those, but I mean, I should probably invest in one. Sounds like a good investment.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Whoop strap is the best one because you can actually wear it while you train too. You can put it on your
Yeah,
chest
it's
or
like
your arm.
bulky. It's like a little
Yeah,
strap.
it's a little strap. It's a little like you'll feel it when you're training, dude, because like when the people press on you, it presses into you. But other than that, it's not too shitty. If you put it on your arm, it's gonna get like you can't train super hard with it on your arm, so you gotta go on your chest. So like when you get a heavy guy in side control on you, it's gonna suck. But
Yeah, got a
it's
lot of
pretty
those
durable. Yeah,
synthesis.
it'll hold up, but you'll feel it in your chest. Like it's not the best. But you can monitor it, or you can like you can just put it on when you're doing your striking and like maybe take it off if you're grappling some big heavy grappling rounds with big guys. If you're doing your MMA rounds, you can leave it on too, because it's usually guys like your size. Well, hopefully, maybe not if you're getting beat up by Piersma because he's a fucking giant dude.
Yeah, he's pretty big, man. He's
Yeah, dude.
got some good grappling too.
I haven't seen him in a long time. When I saw him at the fights, I was like, "Holy shit, dude! He's like even thicker than he used to be. Like he's looking good."
Yep, he's pretty big. It's fun, it's good to grapple with him too. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Good
He's
coach too,
someone.
man. He's taught me a lot of stuff. Grappling, everything.
Do you think it's hard for him to like coach and like be such an active competitor like he is? Like it's like for him to coach you, he has to take time away from himself. That's pretty selfless for him to do.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing pretty well right now, so seems to be working out all right.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like a lot of guys, like when they're chasing like he is, he's big show level, and like you gotta put a lot of time and investment into yourself. You don't really have time to like help your teammates out as much, and he's making that time. He's showing up to shows. Like dude, that's just something cool about him, man. That's a really good person to have in your corner.
He's a dope dude.
Yeah. What kind of diet do you eat healthy to like recover? Like you're doing a lot of training, man. I know.
Yeah, I eat relatively healthy. I mean, obviously, I have my every now, I eat like right after a fight. Say I eat pretty shitty, but
I think we all do. I think that's part of like you get to win. You're like, all right, I can eat whatever I want for like 2 days.
dude, I love eating. I love eating. I'll eat anything, man.
Yeah.
I mean, lately, it's been really good. Chicken, vegetables, ground beef, ground turkey, all that, all the
Yeah.
good protein, good stuff.
Do you make it yourself? Do you like prep meals or do you just come home and cook? Like it sounds
I
like you got
usually
more.
usually just come home and cook. Um,
Yeah.
I got my protein too that I'll drink after training, BCAAs, stuff like that,
Mhm.
which I'll do
So
before.
any food sponsors that are looking for a good person to sponsor, sounds
I'll
like
eat it up.
Jason could use
Yep,
some prep meals for himself. So if we have any
absolutely.
food sponsors,
Let's do it.
yeah, let's help this guy out, man. Training at a
Easily.
good gym, the synthesis guys are for real, man.
Won't disappoint.
Yeah. What is your prediction for this upcoming fight?
I don't really have a prediction. I'm just ready to get in there and get it done. So nothing off the top of my head. Just we'll see
Yeah.
how the fight goes.
You obviously see yourself winning, right?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. I love that.
Of
Think it's gonna
course.
go 3 rounds or not?
Um, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I mean, if I get an opportunity to finish the fight earlier, I'll finish the fight earlier. But if not, drag him to deep water.
Yeah, his prediction for the fight is he wants it to go 3 hard rounds. I was like, wow, that's a crazy prediction. Not too many people say that. Most people are
No,
like, I'm gonna get the win. They're like, second round
yeah.
knockout, or like his prediction was he
Se-
just wanted to go 3 hard rounds. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I haven't heard that answer too often.
Seems pretty humble. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
usually only psychos say that.
Huh?
Usually only psychos say that. I want to go 3 hard rounds. Like that's a
Yeah, we'll
psycho
see.
answer.
We'll
That's
see.
not a normal person answer.
Nobody's normal doing this.
Yeah,
No
that's
one's
true. That's
normal.
not a normal fighter answer. How about that?
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most guys are like, man, I really would like the fight to be over quickly so I don't get injured and I can get on to the next one. Or I see the fight going like this because I prep so much. Or like, I'm just going to knock him out. Or like, I'm going to choke him out. And his like, I just want 3 hard rounds. It's a crazy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crazier.
I like the sound of that. That's awesome, man. Do you, are you like the crazy guy at camp or what? I like
No,
the little smile that you
I'm
just had
pretty.
too.
I feel like I'm all right. Not too crazy.
Awesome, man. Um, do you feel like insulted at all that like you have like all this footage out and he's like I didn't even look and just I'm just gonna come in there and fight.
I mean, that's his mistake.
Yeah,
Honestly, you watch film to find patterns in a fighter, and I mean, if he wants to find those patterns in the cage, I mean, you gotta watch a little tape. But I mean, if
yeah.
that's his way of going about with things, that's it.
A lot of the things he says have me like worried for him in the fight. Like he says like I want to go 3 hard rounds. I didn't watch tape. It's almost like he's a smart kid too. So like I'm wondering if he's like playing mind games in the podcast or what he's doing, or maybe he's just really stoned and having a hard time putting words together. But he was like
You
he was
see
the
him, you
same
see him a
as you,
little
dude.
stoned.
Like
You see him a little stoned.
yeah, he did seem a little
Watch
stoned,
him
right?
a little bit.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay,
whoa.
I found this on the web for Restart is Hillstone.
How do I-
Check it out.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, man. I think I hit the wrong button. There we go. What'd you say? I missed it.
I don't know. I was like, he seemed pretty stoned, and then I forgot what I said after that because I was
Oh
listening to
yeah.
your phone talk.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was Siri, but
Yeah.
I seemed a little stoned, but it's all right. Y'all smoke.
Yeah. He's like one of them guys. I think. Do you participate in the cannabis?
I'm 19 years old. I can't answer that question.
That is a perfect answer, man. I love that. So none of the cannabis sponsors for you, but we're gonna get you. We'll try and get you some food sponsors.
CBD. I mean, I'll take a cannabis sponsor. I don't care.
Yeah,
CBD.
CBD. Yeah, there we go. That's right. I forgot about CBD.
Yep. They usually got some
Yeah.
good stuff. I know. I know we got like Sweet Hill. It's one of
Mhm.
Bone's sponsors. They're a pretty good sponsor.
Yeah. There's a couple of dispensaries that every now and then hook up K4, so that's why like all the kind of sponsors that hook up a K4, those are all the ones I'm suggesting for you too. So hopefully
Yeah.
one of
I
them is
mean,
listening
just
and
send them to me, man. I'd love to get a couple sponsors. I love that.
yeah, like just try like because I know like eventually some of them will listen to the podcast, so I try and hook up guys that could really use it and guys I think have like a future like you and Mason Lewis. Like I think Mason Lewis is going places. I think you can be going places. Oh, one more thing. So you guys were all yelling at me when I'm doing the interviews in the ring.
Yeah.
So I can't talk about the bonuses when I'm doing the interviews in the ring. So
Yeah, yeah.
I can't talk about the bonuses on the mic. So I forgot
It's
to
all
tell
good,
you.
man.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that
yeah.
was that was the plan. I was gonna grab the mic, ask for that 200, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand.
So,
You can hear Piersman in the back too. He was yelling for it too.
yeah, yeah, that's why I kept bringing the mic away from you. So I felt bad about your interview. So I wanted to, while we're sitting down and talking about it, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I understand.
So, all the money that goes out for sponsors is from me. So, like, I'm sponsoring it myself. It has nothing to do with K4. So we don't want it on the speaker over the loud because we don't want to have problems with commission. We don't want it to seem like we're paying the fighters because K4 is really not paying you guys. Like I'm paying you guys.
Right.
And like having you on the podcast helps me grow the podcast. Like all your people are gonna watch this, and hopefully someone subscribe. So if you're watching on YouTube or you're not watching on YouTube, go to YouTube and click subscribe to Caveman's Corner. You just go in Caveman's Corner and then hit subscribe and the bell, and then you'll be on there, right? I get something out of it. So and Keith pays me to commentate, so I just give all the money I make and a little bit more back to you guys, and that's what I'm trying to do. But it has to be separate from K4 because Keith can't pay you guys unless you're a pro.
Right.
Otherwise, that's going to give him problems with commission.
I like that, man. Giving back to the fighters.
Yeah, dude. I
Especially when
remember
we
what.
really can't make money off it. But
Yeah, I remember what it's like, dude. Like, I remember like just struggling. Like, man, how am I going to eat today? You know, like that shit is a real problem for fighters, and people don't understand. And we need to help you guys out any way that we can. Like, I'm doing okay in life. Like, I got a job. I got a gym. So like I'm working like all these crazy hours. I have money to give away.
what's your gym called?
I run Integrity Martial Arts.
Integrity Martial Arts. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm down in North Tonawanda, right at Niagara Climbing Center. We're in the back building. We got like a little bit less than 1,000 square feet, and we're matted up. And I got a couple fighters, but like nah, I'm not a big place like you guys. We don't have no weights. Like we're just got some pads, and
Right. That's all I need, man.
yeah, like we're just a bunch of grinders, man. And like that's all I got. But I know that I know what it's like to be where you are because that's where I was before, and that's where a lot of my friends were before. That's where Keith was that runs the program or runs K4. I mean, not the program. Jesus, it sounds like a wrestling program, but it runs K4. Like we've all been there, and we all understand what you guys do, and we want to help you guys the best that we can. Like me especially because like I do this and I give you guys access to the podcast and try and get your names out there, try and get you guys sponsors. There's only so much money to go around, so try and work with the guys that really deserve it. And like all you guys from Synthesis deserve sponsorship because not one of you guys is like a slouch and you're all for real, dude. And like it's not just blowing smoke up your ass for a fight. Like you guys are a legit gym, and wherever you go, whatever show you're in, it's like that.
There's supposed to be more of us on this card. We're gonna have most of the team on the card, but it just didn't really all work out. And I guess my fight's the only one that really fell into place. But got a lot of good names, man. Really.
Yeah, dude, you guys are for real. I think I have this last card right here. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about what the fuck is that guy's name? Jack Sheehan. He is a fucking dominant guy on top, man. Like, can
Yep.
you tell me a little bit more about him? I didn't get a chance to talk with him on a podcast before, and I was super impressed the way he just destroyed Corey.
Man, he's a beast. I love training with Jack. I mean, you say my top pressure, my top game looks good. Look at his, bro. It's good.
Yeah,
He's strong. He's big. He's a big 155 or two. He's a problem. So
dude, he's so good at passing guard.
yeah, hell yeah. He's got tons of jiu-jitsu experience. I mean, he's a blue belt. I mean, he gives us all a hard time.
Yeah, I just wanted to like for everyone that's watching, man. If you watched that fight and you were bored by it, like you guys, shame on you guys, because
Yeah.
man, Corey just to re-guard over and over again, dude. Like I have so much more respect for Corey's ground game. Um, dude, like that was a great fight. Jack is pretty amazing. I
Yeah.
was really
I
impressed
mean,
by
I was in
him
the
too.
back room watching it.
Yeah,
I was amazed. It was a good fight.
yeah, dude. Like I feel like you look pretty similar to him, except obviously you're a little bit more explosive, and your guy turned over his back like it was like a free gift for you.
I gave it to me like a gift.
Yeah. Is there anything that you did that made him turn over like that? Like I was watching
Well,
the
yeah, I
fight, and I'm
mean,
like,
if you look closely and where he kind of had that a weird looking headlock, I
yeah,
was kind of fighting the hands for maybe I was gonna try and work a Kimura off that side control, but I mean, he just turned over, gave me the first hook, and oh look, there he is, Jacob Bone.
yeah.
That's my
Jake, we
guy.
gotta get you on this podcast, dog. You're doing big things. You're fighting in big organizations. You've been UFC Fight Pass. I was just telling Jay here that we gotta get you on, man.
Beast. That's
He
my
is a
guy.
beast. His gym is good too, man. Like I love him to death.
Absolutely. I go out there. I mean, I still go out there a couple times a week. So
Yeah. Everyone that trains him talked about how good he is. I ran into him at Grappling Industries, and we were gonna set this up, and we never did. And like life gets busy, but
yeah.
dude, gotta get you on, Mr. Bone.
All right, where were we? What were we talking about?
Uh, damn. We were talking about how good your guy was, and then what you did to make
Oh
Zach give
yeah,
up his back.
he kind of turned over and just I felt or not really saw, I felt the hook. I was able to get the hook in, hopped onto his back, put the other hook in, and just kind of took it from there. Did what I do.
Yeah, that was a great finish, man. Did you think he was gonna go to sleep, or did you think he was going to tap out?
Well, honestly, I was over his chin, and before I I was kind of on his chin here.
Yeah,
And before I saw the ref kind of step in to get a little closer, I was thinking like, oh, I might have to let this go. I might have to let this go. Take top position, but I mean, he went out. So
yeah. It didn't even look like it was under the chin until like the very, very last part of it.
I
Like,
wasn't, but man, I was squeezing hard.
yeah.
I
I
was
was,
squeezing the shit out of him.
for people that don't understand, if you can get the crook of your elbow into the jaw, you can still put a lot of pressure on the carotid artery
Yeah,
to still put him to sleep. Yeah, because
right
that's where
there.
you choke here. So if it's over your chin and you're still around the neck, you can definitely put dudes to sleep, but only if you got a fucking killer squeeze.
Damn right. I do have that.
Yeah, dude, you're a problem. Gonna be a problem on the ground. Are you gonna continue fighting K4? I mean, it's pretty local for you, and obviously, we like to have you on the card.
It was a good experience the last time. So I mean, I like you guys got a nice warm up area. You gave the hotel. So
I don't think we got a 25-pound champion there either, so I think maybe we can pave the way for you to get
you're looking
there.
at the next one, man.
Yeah, I like it. All right, man, we're closing in at a half hour. I know you got shit to do, and I know it's training time. So, do you got anyone you want to thank?
Oh yeah, obviously all my coaches, over at Synthesis and Bones Gym, Jacob Bone, John Piersma, Casey Lamb. Anybody that's really, I mean, you know who you are. So my family, everyone. Stress
Awesome,
free.
man. And then I got one more question I gotta ask you. Like, this is like personal again, and I'm like, did you give up work on purpose to just concentrate on being a fighter, or are you gonna have to go and find
Yeah.
another job?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get a part-time job, bring in some revenue, it'll pay the gym bill, gym fee,
Yeah.
gas, all that. But yeah, not a big fan of the whole 9 to 5 thing. So
Man, maybe you just gotta get a job at the gym, man. Like, I'll clean the mats and I'll do something. I'll run
yeah,
some classes, teach some privates.
clean the mats anyway.
Yeah. Try and get something hooked up. I wish you the best of luck, man. I cannot wait to watch you fight again. I want to see you. I can't wait to watch you fight Max because Zach was tough, but he didn't really have skills. I'm pretty sure Max is a blue belt, and I can't wait to see you enact a grappling on someone that is given proper defenses, and I can see, like, the world can see how good you are. Like, everyone's gonna just laugh and be like, ah ha ha, it's just a 7'6" 5 guy. Who cares? But man, I was impressed by the way that you handled everything too, and I seen the skill that you have on top, and it's impressive to me. So I can't wait to see you do it on a better opponent, man. And this could be the fight where we see that, or we could see your stand up tested too, and either one is gonna make is just an announcement that you're here in the division. So
Yep,
I'm excited to see it.
absolutely. I'm excited to show you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. And
Absolutely. Thank you
next
for
time
having
we
me,
get
man.
you on, yeah, no, dude, for sure. I'd love to have you on. And next
Hell
time we got you on, I'm gonna get you on like you are in the green room right before we come on.
yeah.
Because
All
dude,
right. Yeah.
you were like laughing and you're like so happy, and then you're like, you got the serious face, like, man, I
Yeah.
don't want to look like a jerk.
First time, man.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll get you on a bunch, dude. And the way you fight, you're gonna be on a whole bunch of podcasts because that's a great way to get your name out there.
Absolutely.
Uh, I just got to thank JCR Transport one more time. Thank you so much for sponsoring our podcast. And then make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you don't know how to get there, just go to YouTube, type in Caveman's Corner, and then you're there. Like and subscribe, please. And with that, we're out of here. We'll see you, Oh, one more thing. To credit Jason with ticket sales, type in K4 Schmelzer, his last name, Schmelzer. When you buy your ticket, you have to, when you buy the ticket, go to summary and then put in the promo code, put in K4 Schmelzer with no space, and then he'll get credit for the ticket sale, and that'll put a couple dollars in his pocket. Maybe he can go another fight without having to get a job if we can get him to sell enough tickets. A few hundred tickets, and
So
good to go.
maybe some sponsors too. Anybody
Yeah,
that's looking
looking
to
for
sponsor.
food sponsor, cannabis sponsor, gun sponsor. Anyone,
Hell yeah,
any
anything,
guys that
man.
are
All that.
sponsoring for. All right. Thank you so much for your time, man. We appreciate you, and we'll see you January 27th, Buffalo River Works, K4 Fights.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.